Good morning everyone, today is another pre-maintenance checklist video, which means we're going over all of the different campaigns which are ending with this coming maintenance. And just keep in mind that there are a ton of campaigns actually ending with this coming maintenance. So the very first thing I want to talk about are, of course, the freebies. So you want to go to your systems over here, get campaign items, receive item account, and as you can see, it is Ultra PSO2 day. There is a ton of boosts going on right now. We can actually get 450% RDR boost by default. This is before you have your food buff, your mag buff, your alliance mag buff. Before you take any of those buffs, you're already at 450%. So essentially, I've been farming the LTQ at 500% or 510% RDR boost. Now, has it helped me get a 12-star weapon? No, it has not. However, I have seen more tickets drop. The tickets are dropping a little bit more frequently, so that is pretty nice. But back to the freebies. So of course, as I said earlier, it is Ultra PSO2 day, which means that we do get 100 star gems, 4 special scratch tickets, 10 days of material storage use, as well as 4 end color change passes. However, if you are a premium member, you get those items again. So you get another 100 star gems, you get another 10 days of material storage, and then you get another 4 end color change passes, which is very, very nice. So as you can see here, we are back up to 3,896 star gems. Alright, with that being said, the next thing I want to talk about is the LTQ snowfield cleanup operation will be ending on February 5th. So if you still want to farm the LTQ because, well, you know, it's Ultra PSO today, maybe you still need seasonal points, maybe you just need all the different limit breaking materials in order to make your Trisalia weapons or even your Stasis armors, you know, the LTQ is a really good place to farm because those items drop fairly common, and well, that 450% RDR boost is definitely going to help you get more of those items for less runs. Now, do keep in mind, even though the Super Genesis Festival 2024 Special Scratch banner does not go away until February 12th, it is your last chance to obtain those tickets, because once that LTQ goes away, well, you have no other way to obtain the Super Genesis Festival tickets. And so, you know, you basically want to make sure that you farm up a bunch of these tickets as well as buy out the tickets in the seasonal shop so that you're good to go, so that you can get whatever item you want. Remember, we also get selector tickets. I don't remember where I got the selector ticket, but I do have one of these. However, several banners are going away with the coming maintenance, and that is, of course, the treasure scratch. So you get a bunch of these treasure scratch tickets whenever you do the urgent quest. So currently there is the Planet Crusher Assault D2 where you're able to do it back to back, and you know, it has less HP and all of that stuff. So you're able to obtain all of these treasure scratch tickets. However, make sure that you actually do spend all of them before the maintenance, because once the banner goes away, those tickets become absolutely useless. Now, another campaign that is also ending is the Super Use the Salon to Your Heart's Content campaign. So make sure that if there are any things that you need to change on your character and stuff like that, that you do them soon before the maintenance, because after the maintenance, you're going to need to use those Salon free passes in order to edit your character in any shape or form. Another thing that is also going away is up to 100 free draw Super 10 a day free SG Scratch tickets part 2. Hopefully you guys have already finished this. All you needed to do was log in every single day and you get your free 10 pull. If you haven't logged in a while, then you definitely want to log in and just do your 10 free pulls, because remember, if you do get any duplicate items or items that you don't like, you can always turn them into SG recycle badges. Now, another campaign that is also ending is going to be the item recycle. This one's actually one of the most important ones in my personal opinion, and that is, of course, the Star Gem Exchange, because you can currently get 100 star gems every single week over here simply by clicking this, and you can see you can exchange 25 of your NEX cubes for 50 star gems, wha-bam, and then you go back to the 10 star gems tab and you go into the second option and you can exchange 50 NEX cubes for another 50 star gems. So that's 100 star gems. So if you're a premium member like myself, we just made 300 star gems simply by logging in and doing this simple exchange, which is absolutely awesome. And the best thing is you can do this with your alpha reactors as well in order to get another 100 alpha reactors, as you can see here on the second option. Wha-bam. And there we go. We now have 100 alpha reactors that we can sell for another 350,000 Meseta. Very, very nice. All right, Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is of course the Frieren collaboration scratch will be going away, as well as all of the other freebies from the collaboration will also be ending. So if you did want anything from the Frieren scratch, I highly recommend that you pick these items up now, because the moment these things go away, or the moment this banner goes away, the prices are going to go even more insane. Now the prices are already very crazy. If we look at the Fern prices, you know, Fern hair is going for 24 million, the Fern staff is going for 17 to 20 million. It's crazy. Even the Frieren stuff is like 21 million over here, and the Frieren hair is like 20 million. So yeah, prices are very crazy right now. However, when this banner goes away, I can only expect them to go even more crazier. So if you did want anything, you're just gonna have to try to cough up the money, is what I think is probably the best course of action. However, who knows, you know, maybe the market might crash and nobody's gonna buy any of these items, and maybe the prices might go down. Personally, I don't think so, but hey, you don't have to listen to me. Now, other than the Freeren scratch, the Halpha Revival December 2024, which is the SG scratch, is also going away. Now, do keep in mind that in this scratch, there are all of those joke stamps. So if we scroll down a little bit down here, you can see there are a bunch of Stamp Central line 3, line 4, all of these joke stamps. So of course, there is the one that has Mary say LOL noob. So if you did want that stamp, it's your last chance to pick up the stamp before this goes away. It does require you to spend star gems, so that is a little bit of a bummer, but if you want that stamp, you know, it's pretty much the only way to obtain it right now. When this banner goes away, I do not know when they will come back. So if you did care about these stamps, and if you did like the joke stamps and you use it like frequently, it might be worth this 2,000 star gems for the selector ticket, so that you can just pick the item that you want. Because as you can see here, after 40 pulls, you do get the selector ticket, which allows you to pick any item you want from this prize list. And you know, these joke lines at 0.14% drop rate, and you might not get the one that you actually want. So having the selector ticket guarantees you whatever stamp you want. Now, to remind everyone again, the treasure scratch will be going away, so do make sure that you use all your treasure scratch tickets volume 7. I do believe I have a lot of them. If we look at this, let's go to treasure. I still have 94 of these tickets, so I do need to make sure that I actually use, well, all 100 of my tickets ASAP. You do want to make sure that you do get at least 100, so that you get all of the guaranteed rewards over here. Remember, there are a bunch of guaranteed scratch count bonuses, which you get rewarded as a guarantee for scratching X amount of times. So of course, at 75 times, you do get this selector ticket, which lets you pick whatever you want from this banner. So let's say that you're free to play and you want more personal shop use 3 days, you can pick that. Or if you are more into enhancing and you're trying to get like a fix of 3 on your weapon or your armors, and you don't want to gamble and it's just a pain in the butt, you can always pick up this item right here, where it's a preset skill enhanced success and substitute level 2, which guarantees a fix of 3 on any armor or any weapon that you want. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is of course the ARKS Records. So do make sure that you do complete Central Retem board race solo. Again, you have to do this solo and not in a party in order to participate. And you want to do it because it gives you the 20 ARKS Record badges upon participation. And as usual, you want these ARKS Records because you can pick up all of these beautiful weapon camos. Some of them are color variants. And if you don't care about any of these weapon camos, don't worry. We are getting new weapon camos after the maintenance. So if you did want any of these, you better pick them up now, because after the maintenance, they will change. It won't be these 4 weapon camos anymore. They'll rotate to a different set of weapons. But if you don't care about any of the weapons, you can always just pick up the star gems. You know, star gems is never a bad thing. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the Aegis Integra exchange. We're going to scroll down here, go to Aegis Integra. We're going to exchange all of our Neo A weapons into Aegis Integras. As you can see, I have a lot of Neo A weapons because I have been running a lot of MDFD, or Malevolent Dark Falls Dalian, and so that was how I was able to obtain a ton of these. Now, if you don't care about MDFD, or like maybe you're a solo player, you can get a lot of Aegis Integras by running Masquerade. Masquerade also drops quite a bit of this. I believe it's like 5 per run or something. So that is another way to obtain a ton of these Aegis Integras, so that you can get your weekly exchange for your Aegis Soul 4s, as well as all of your different Dominas, so that you can exchange these into Halphinales. Halphinales. Alright, once we've collected all of those materials, we're going to go to augment capsules over here. We're going to type in Halphinale, and we're going to make our good old regular Halphinales. We can make 2 of them, and wha-bam. Now remember, with the regular Halphinales, you can upgrade them into Lux Halphinales or the Majis Halphinales. However, do keep in mind that the Majis Halphinales do require the Depno Scepter capsule, which you can only obtain from Masquerade, and it's a one-time reward. Something that a lot of people have forgotten is that the Masquerade thing, those rewards are one time. So you can see over here that when you defeat certain levels, for example, every stage you defeat, you do get 5 of these, but it is a first clear reward once per account. All right, so technically these are pretty limited, so I recommend people to maybe hold off onto these unless you really need these. However, another thing you could always do is you can always sell them on the player market. So if we look on the player market right now for these capsules right now, you can see they are going for 300,000. And as this supply eventually dries out, as you know, everyone runs out and finishes the Masquerade runs, this might go up in price. So just keep that in mind. Now, for those who are wondering what is the difference between Lux Halphinale as well as Majis Halphinale, it's literally just the HP and the PP. You get the same amount of potency. As you can see, Lux Halphinale gives you 5% potency, Majis Halphinale also 5% potency. However, Majis only gives you 10 HP but gives you 8 PP, versus Lux Halphinale gives you 20 HP and 6 PP. So you get less PP, but you get more HP. So it's really up to you, but in my personal opinion, I still prefer Lux Halphinale as I value HP more than PP, because when you're dead, you don't do damage. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the item recycle. I already showed this off earlier in the video, but you can pick up 100 star gems through the 10 star gems exchange shop, as well as 100 alpha reactors from the Alpha Reactor Exchange Shop. So make sure that you do that. But in order to exchange for those, you are going to need those NEX cubes. So if you do run out of NEX cubes, don't worry, you can come over here to exchange enhancement materials, other enhancement materials, and right here is the NEX cubes, where you can exchange all of your class EX cubes for more of these NEX cubes. However, the conversion rate's not very good. As you can see, you do exchange 999 of these Tecker EX cubes for 99 NEX cubes. So it does, you know, it is pretty expensive, but it's the easiest way to get this. And honestly, with Crimson Realm coming out next week, right after the maintenance, we're all going to be farming there. You're going to level up a ton. You're going to be farming there a ton anyway. So hopefully that will help you restock up on a bunch of these NEX cubes, as well as class EX cubes. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the Genesis Point Exchange Shop. So when we head over here, make sure that you buy out all of the minerals over here, because the minerals will be resetting in 10 days. So, you know, it's not resetting this week, but nevertheless, you can buy 200 of every single mineral over here for a total of 8,000 Genesis points. It's definitely worth it. Now, if you do need anything else over here, there are a bunch of other capsules as well as, of course, armed refiners, Foundia capsules, master fragments, as well as more CDs. So make sure to buy whatever you need, because Genesis points are very, very easy to obtain. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the Alliance Badge Exchange Shop over here. Again, you want to head over to the Star Gems over here, and you can purchase another 30 Star Gems. So wabang and wabang. Now, if there's anything else that you need, you can also purchase more Genesis points over here, as well as triggers if you need those. Now, while this isn't going away yet, it ends on February 12th. There is, of course, the Mission Pass Season 40. I do recommend people to start progressing through it if you haven't played in a while, because again, this is where you get your 3-day shop pass, as well as a selector ticket. As you can see here, we actually get a refined form January 2025 selector ticket, which is the current SG scratch. So again, that selector ticket will allow you to pick any item that you want over here. So you definitely want to start progressing through the Mission Pass. And then as for my free-to-play players, of course, the key item you're going for is that tier 24, the personal shop use 3 days. This is literally your only source of obtaining these personal shop use 3 days every single month. You need to get to tier 24 on the Mission Pass, and that's how you gain access to the player shop, where you can sell your items. And on the side note, there is a very beautiful motion glide majestic wings over here if you do want to cosplay as Sephiroth or something. It does look pretty nice.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel, it really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.